This is Ben Anand, and this is Modern DJ Musings video number 3. I wanted to show something really practical this time, so it's going to be a little bit about Facebook. Specifically, when you post a link on Facebook, are you satisfied with the preview that shows up or not? So I'll show an example through my Soundcloud. So over on my Soundcloud, if you look at this mix, the picture is okay. It's kind of cutting off my head a little bit over there, but it's all right. If you look at the way it posted on Facebook, you can't see my head at all, so this isn't really the ideal preview. So when I posted the link from SoundCloud over here, which you see at the top, then it's giving me this amount of the picture, which doesn't look real great, and I've had ones that were more obvious that are just like totally cutting the DJ's head off or whatever, which isn't really a good look, as you know. So how can we fix this is the question. So it's going to take a few steps, but the tool that you use is called the Sharing Debugger on Facebook, and it is developers.facebook.com/tools/debug/sharing, which is that link at the top right there. And when you type in this link, then it'll bring up this Facebook for Developers page, and it gives you a search box here where you can paste your link that you want to debug. So if I paste it as is now, and sometimes we have to hit scrape again to get really accurate link preview. Let's try that. So it's still showing like a correct preview, but as you can see over on Facebook, that's not exactly what it's showing over there. I'm going to try it one more time here. So not necessarily can we rely on this link preview, which is really how it's showing up on SoundCloud here, but not exactly how it's showing up on Facebook. So that doesn't mean that we can't do anything. It just means that it's not going to necessarily show us here. We're going to have to make some changes, and then we're going to have to try posting it again here and see how that refreshes. So the way you can make changes is by changing the actual picture you submitted, and that's over here where it says Update Image. So I noticed that what I had done, and you could see this on the initial screen I started this video on, is that I had used a vertical version of the image, which is this one over here, and that's how it came up with that preview. So I just made this a square image by cropping it in preview, and I'm going to see if that fixes the issue for me. So going back to SoundCloud, I'm going to find, hopefully without too much difficulty, that file, which is from a long time ago. I went to some of my oldest sets there from 2012 on my SoundCloud to find, one that I didn't know this trick for when I posted, and that didn't show up particularly well on Facebook. So if I look at Lotus Pictures here, I'm going to find it listed under Piak, who was the fabulous photographer that got this image. And this is the one I had before. And then I've made this square version right below it, which loads below because the file name's almost exactly the same. And then if I open that, it doesn't look any different, but let's see if I save it. Doesn't look any different over here on SoundCloud, but if I go to the debugger and make sure I have the right link, which I do, and let's debug that. And just for fun, let's scrape it one more time because I don't think it always really works when you do it the one time. Now it says unknown image error. And let's see one more time. Okay, it's shown the same preview, but remember what's important is not really that, it's how is it showing up on Facebook. So if I go back over to Facebook, I have to kind of X out all the previews, and maybe I'm going to X that out and just start from scratch. And now I'm going to load that again. Sometimes I have to do a whole new window or something, so let's go ahead and leave and just load up another instance of Facebook here. And real quick, I'll go into Create Post and post that link. And it's fetching a preview. That is fixed. So anyway, that is how you can help to fix the preview that's showing in Facebook from your SoundCloud set, or really anything, that it's basically when you're posting a link and that link is attached to an image and the image doesn't display how you want it, that you might have to futz around with the image some. If you're going to be posting that link a lot, then you don't want your head cut off, especially if it's your headshot or something important. So this is a way that you could hopefully fix some of those problems. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I want to remind you that I'm posting this column at 2:22 every Tuesday. So this is number 3, and you'll get number 4 next Tuesday. And I'd also love for you to subscribe to my channel here, of course, so you get updates. There are some advantages when I get up to 100 subscribers, and that I can have a custom URL for my channel and some other things. So that's my first goal. I also have a weekly blog on Thursdays over at my artist page, which is facebook.com/benanandmusic. That comes out every Thursday at 11:11 a.m. And you can also find the archives of that blog in writing on my website at benanandmusic.com/MDJM. So thanks again for viewing, and I'll see you next week.